Dave Hogshead here for Practical Shorin-ryu. So I'm continuing my series on looking at how we might practice some practical bunkai applications for Fukyugata ni or gekisai ichi using the target mitts. Here we're looking at the middle section of the kata, in which is basically a series of chest blocks, front kick, uppercut elbow strike, back fist in the Goju version, and then a reverse punch, and then what looks like this shuto strike. That's the middle section that we're looking at here. Again, trying to figure out how might we use target mitts to help supplement some of our solo training. Particularly, many of us might still be in lockdown, or the dojos that we're training at doesn't yet allow for partner training. But we still need to practice our applications for our kata. So in this little video, we're going to be looking at how might we use target mitts to practice one very basic sort of clinch fighting scenario from the middle section of Fukyugata ni or gekisai ichi. Okay, so we've already looked at this first opening portion of the kata. So now we're going to be looking at the middle section, right? Alright, so how might we think about that little middle section? Well, we've got these series of chest blocks, right? So what we can be thinking about here is basically a kind of clinch fighting scenario where you're dealing with the arms and you're trying to get yourself into a particular position, or you're using those chest blocks to move and control their limbs. But we're ending up in basically this kind of position. If you think about it, this chest lock position looks very much like a basic clinch fighting scenario, right? So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. So we're in this clinch fighting. You've got your hand here, so you can't stay there. You have to fight yourself out of that clenching scenario so you can get away, right? So what I'm thinking about here is, so we're going to try to move that arm around to control that limb. From here, you're controlling the neck. That front kick, you can either do a groin strike, yeah, with your knee, a knee strike to the groin, or if their foot's already back, or their leg is already back, you can use your front kick to kick that leg out to get them to lean over more. Okay? Either way, the knee strike to the groin or the kick to the back leg, you're getting them to bend over. And you can practice both of those, right? So you've got the front kick. Now they're leaning forward. You've pulled down on their neck here. From here, you gotta get the uppercut elbow strike right into their face. Now, in the Goju version of the kata, there's a back fist. So from here, you've hit their face. Their heads come up, possibly back fist into their face. Right? In the matsubashi, it's just an uppercut elbow strike, but I kind of like adding that back fist. Right? So you've got uppercut elbow strike, back fist. Then you've got that low block. From here, I'm going to be thinking about clearing limbs, making an opening for that reverse punch, hitting them in the midsection. That's going to get them to lean forward, presenting their head. And that since you've controlled that limb, their arm isn't necessarily up just yet. So from here, I'm reaching up. Now this motion in the kata, I'm thinking here is not so much a strike as it is grabbing their face so that thumb can come up under their nose. Your fingers in their eyes are wrapping up around this part of their face. So you're going to get that thumb under their nose, grab their face, fingers possibly in the eyes, in order to pull them around. Now you might be able to take them down, but the real, if nothing else, if you can't take them down with that, you're disrupting the posture. You're getting them to lean back like this, right? And then that sets you up for other follow-ups. Now the follow-ups are not in the kata, but it doesn't mean that you can't think about them, right? So you've got that clearing the limbs, you've punched them, they're bent forward, you're grabbing the thumb under the nose, finger in the eyes, and you're pulling them this way. They're now leaning back, setting you up perfectly for hammer fist to the face and back away. And you can follow up with whatever you want. But for this drill, I'm just going to use that hammer fist, right? So again, we're kind of in this clinching scenario. We're moving, controlling limbs using those sort of chest block motions, yeah? We're here. Now we're going to basically use a knee strike or a front kick, elbow strike, back fist, clear those limbs. You're striking, grabbing their face, thumb under the nose, fingers in the eyes, pulling them back this way, setting them up for a nice hammer fist and away. So how might we work that using the target mitts? All right, so we have our target mitts. So we're going to get ourselves in a basic kind of a clinch scenario here. So we're going to, if you want to practice that knee strike to the groin, basically just drop that pad down for the knee strike into the groin. Or if you're thinking about kicking the back leg, then just kick the back leg, right? Now from here, as you're stepping forward, either from the knee strike or from the front kick, immediately uppercut elbow strike. If you want to add that back fist, get the back fist in there, yeah? Then you're going to clear the limbs. You got that reverse strike, grab the nose, pull it off to the side, hammer fist, and away. So you're in that clinching here. So we can do basically the knee strike, and away, or you can do the front kick. And away. And then of course you just switch the mitts and work it to the other side. So really nice drill where you're working a practical application for that middle section of Fukyugata knee or gekisai ichi.